It is crypto faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless. Back at it again, guys. I got the top five layer ones today. Uh, Guaranteed money, in my opinion, every single bull market. Layer ones always go up. They always do great. They always do numbers. And the thing about it, it's like comfortable gains. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to layer ones, it's really comfortable gains. It's easy gains. When I say comfortable gains, I mean it's like the gains that you get like without having the fear of it dumping, without having the fear of like when you're in these meme coins, of course, you're fearing that it's gonna be dumping. You're scared all the time. When it comes to these lower cap crypto coins, of course, you're always thinking about you know what could happen. But when it comes to the layer ones, they're always solid. They're very very solid picks. They're very very solid plays. um, uh, Being that they are layer ones, they are the foundation, the blockchain, to the projects that, all those small cap projects that you're getting, what I'm saying the layer one is always the safer play, right? Anyway, before we get into that, let's start off with a wider market. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Stop right now, subscribe. Wider market, BTC, is going up, man. I've been saying it's like, we're in this little channel between 40K and 44K. Woke up this morning, we're at 43K. The altcoins are back up. You know what I mean? Like everybody was scared. Everybody was like, "What's going on?" You know what I mean? I didn't get a chance to sell. My altcoin portfolio's down. Like guys, we are 3.5 months before the bull market, man. We are 3.5 months before the halving, I should say. We're in a bull market right now, but we're 3.5 months before the halving, guys. Like, you shouldn't even be thinking about like losing out on selling and all that kind of stuff. Like we still have a year and a half left of the bull market. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to know the timeline. You have to know the timeline, guys. If you're gonna make money in crypto, you got to know the timeline. But yeah, we're sitting at like above 43K right now at the higher band of the channel that I've been telling you about. And yeah, it's just only a matter of time when we break out. I think we're gonna break to the upside. I've been saying that. I think the alts are gonna go up crazy, and then of course we will have a significant pullback, guys. Eventually, we will have a significant pullback in BTC and in the alts. Okay, you just have to accept that it's a part of the game. The chart cannot go up and to the right without the chart can't go up and to the right without having red days. You know what I'm saying? You have to embrace the red days, right? In order to have a chart that goes up and to the right, you have red day. You have to have less red days than green days. Red day, red day, red day, green day, green day, green day, red day, green day, green day, green day. You get the point, okay? You get the point. So layer ones. Let's get to today's episode of layer ones. Why layer ones, right? I said these are comfortable gains. These are comfortable gains, right? Easy gains, right? Thing about layer ones is every single bull run, you're gonna make money in the layer ones. You're gonna make money in the layer ones. You're gonna make money in the layer ones, and it's easy and comfortable. And it's like a lot of people like they feel like layer ones are too high already. I missed out on them. There's no money to be made in layer one. That's because you're too concerned about getting 100x or 1000x, and like when you are too concerned about getting that, you missed out on realistic opportunities and really good opportunities to really make multiples on the gains that you've already made. For example, like you shouldn't always be worried about getting the 100x because let's say you're in a low cap altcoin, you got a 10x. All right, boom, let's take that 10x, put it into a layer one that's already up high, but it's guaranteed to get you about a 10x, right? You 10x your 10x. You know what I'm saying? You 10x that 10x, right? You got to think about those kind of multiples that you can get. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, you guys know I like Flare, right? Flare is already, above $1 billion market cap, but I believe Flare has the easy 10x left in it, easy on the lower end, right? On the higher end, could go up to like 30, 40x or even more. You know, talking about Flare Network, but if I were to make a 10x or 20x, say I make a 20x in a low cap altcoin, and then I take that 20x and I put it into a guaranteed 10x like Flare. Like, come on, bro, 20x, and I just sit back and get a 10x off of a bigger coin, right? You just 20x'd you just 10x your 20x. You understand that? Like, we're talking about crazy multiples that you can get. Um, but you shouldn't really be too like focused on those low cap crypto coins. Like a lot of people get too focused on low caps when you can actually take the gains you make from the low caps, flip it into the bigger caps and make more guaranteed comfortable gains, like I've been saying. All right. Anyway, let's get into the number five coin. I got some lower caps for you guys, relatively lower caps for you guys. Um, because like I said, the layer ones usually are bigger already. They're usually already at like a $1 billion market cap or above, right? But the first one I got is Nexa, Nexa, sitting at about a $48 million market cap. So this is relatively low compared to all the other layer ones, right? This is 48 million, right? Very low. It touts itself as being the most scalable blockchain. I believe about 10 million transactions per day, right? Um, And what this is basically a blockchain. It's a proof of work blockchain, but it also offers EVM smart contracts, EVM like smart contracts, right? So if that rings a bell to you, you're probably thinking about Caspa, right? This is a Caspa competitor. We all know what Caspa did. If you don't know what Caspa did, go look at the chart. Caspa did like a million, gajillion, bajillion X this year. Okay, I think about 600 something X in the last year. Okay, um, so how I told you the way people invest is they narrative invest. So they look at Caspa and they see what happened to Caspa and they're like, oh wow, I want to get something like Caspa. I don't want to get Caspa, but I want to get something like it so I can actually make similar gains, or at least if it does a portion of what Caspa did, a percentage of what Caspa did, then I still am in tremendous profits, right? So Nexa is one of those Caspa competitors, and you want to be in those. It's called narrative investing. I've been telling you guys about that since the beginning. You want to be in those type of coins that are connected to another narrative that was successful. Okay. Another one, my fourth coin I'm going to bring you is Alephium. Okay. The ticker is ALPH. Okay. It's also low. It's $56 million market cap right now. Um, which is quite low relatively for compared to the other layer ones. Like I said, the other layer ones are sitting up around like what, sitting at like a billion and above, right? This is another Caspa competitor. They use I believe like a stateful UTXO model, which brings it like gives it scalability. Blah 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 blah. You know the narratives. Every layer one has its own narrative. This one is more scalable. This one is has more transactions per day. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, the point is it kind of like mixes the blockchain. This is proof of work. It uses DAG, but it uses like proof of less work or whatever they want to call it. So like this new generation of blockchains are basically mixing up blockchains. Before it was just like you either proof of work like Bitcoin or your proof of stake like Ethereum, but now you got new layer ones coming out and they're mixing the two. They're mixing DAG and they're mixing blockchain. That's Caspa. Um, Here we have Nexa mixing EVM, like mixing proof of work with EVM like smart contracts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That's the new thing, right? Um, anyway, these two coins by itself, they're sitting at around like $50 million market cap each. And I mean, it can easily go to a billion, right? Any coin can easily go like especially a layer one, like any coin right now can easily get to a billion if it's a real quality, coin, especially a layer one. So these two coins are sitting at a $50 million market cap. Just doing my quick, crypto faceless math, we could look at it and say, um, if it gets to a billion, that's like a 20x, right? So so this is an easy 20x, really, to be honest. Like, and it could easily go over a billion, to be honest. Like, this is supposed to be the biggest bull run that we've ever seen. When it comes to length, right? There is proof in the charts to show that this will be the longest bull run. There's also proof in the charts to show this might be the most lucrative, okay, as far as price appreciation as well, because of the length of the bull market. So we can actually take this bull market well into 2026. Okay, so yeah, these coins could be up like way up in 2026. You know what I mean? So yeah, and it's a layer one, right? The benefit of getting a layer one, I didn't say this in the beginning, but the benefit of getting a layer one is this: um, they don't go down as much as the other coins, right? So you might, have a coin on the layer one. It might be a good strategy to actually take the profits and put it into the coin of the layer one. For example, if you're buying coins on Solana and you're making good multiples, you're making good gains, you could take profits out of those coins on Solana and put it into Solana. Okay. Same thing for Cardano. If you're making, buying coins on Cardano, you can take the profits and put it into the into Cardano, right? Into the coin of the blockchain, right? Because the blockchain coin, right, is the dominant coin. It's going to hold its price way better than anything else. If this all goes to crap and the market goes down into this was a big fake out and we go into a bear market, the blockchain coin is going to hold up way better than all the small projects that are on that chain. Okay. Most of those small projects on the chain most likely might not even come back, right? They might not even come back the next bull run, right? They're going to go down 99% like usual, and then only a fraction of them will actually come back the next bull run. But when it comes to the layer ones, like the actual coin of the chain, they always come back, right? They always come back, and the reason why they always come back is because they are, they, I mean, it has a product. I mean, it's a blockchain, right? Once you turn on a blockchain, you can't turn it off. It just goes forever. People build the projects on it. It's an actual product. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not the same as a random small coin on the chain, right? So it's always better to have the layer ones than the other projects, right? It's a safer bet, is what I'm trying to say. All right, so those two coins alone can get you a 20x minimum, in my opinion. By the end of the bull run, it could probably get you way more than that, right? Talk about 2026. Moving on to Neutron. Number three is Neutron. Neutron is a bigger market cap. It's not as small as the first two that I mentioned. It's about 290 something, I think around a 300 million market cap. It is a layer one built on Cosmos. And yeah, so Cosmos is like a very underrated blockchain, in my opinion. They got some good development on it, but it's underrated. And Neutron is an underrated layer one as well. It's like surrounding integrating application networks and helping developers with more interoperability, with building apps and onboarding users, et cetera, et cetera. So if that interests you, Neutron could get you some safe, comfortable gains as well. But of course, it's sitting at a $300 million market cap already, so you have to take that consideration. But it's not really about getting the lowest market cap, guys, especially when it comes to the layer ones. It's about safer, comfortable gains, right? Taking the gains that you made from a small, a small gaming coin that you made a 10x on, and then putting it into a safe layer one blockchain that can get you another 10x or 20x on top of that. You know what I mean? In a safe way, right? Um, Going to my number two chain, Celestia. Okay, so Celestia is of course a bigger market cap coin. But like I'm saying, it's not all about getting, the smallest market cap coin, especially when it comes to, layer ones, right? It depends on what category you're getting to. When it comes to gaming, I want the lowest ones around. When it comes to memes, I want the lowest ones around. But when it comes to layer ones, I want safe, consistent, comfortable gains, right? Give me a 5x, give me a 10x, because I'm probably throwing a 10x that I already made in a smaller cap coin and throwing it into this layer one and expecting another 10x out of my 10x, right? Do the math. That's 100x, right? That's 100x. So it's not all about getting 100x from one small cap coin, right? You can make multiples by playing around in this market, and this is actually a safer way to get those 100x's, to be honest. Right. So yeah, Celestia is a very hyped coin. It's gone up a bit. It's got an easy 10x in it. I mean, if you ask me, by the end of the bull run, 2026, it's got an easy 10x in it. Um, and my number one layer one blockchain is Pulse Chain. You guys know I love Pulse Chain. PLS, I love Pulse Chain. I love PulseX. I love the whole community. We up 20% today. I checked the price and we're like, what? I woke up this morning like, what's going on? We up 20% today. We got a shout out from B Roots on Crypto Banner Channel. It just goes to show you that if you look at what pumps a coin, it's the big channels, bro. like I told you, it's the influencers they pump the coins. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Like, Crypto Banner is a big channel. He had B Roots on the channel. If you know who B Roots is, he's big into the memes, right? So if you're into memes, if you want memes like, you know what I'm saying, like a few $100 million market cap, or not a few hundred million, sorry, a few $100,000 market cap, like low cap memes, micro caps. Yeah, B Roots is your guy. But yeah, he's big into the Pulse chain. He gave Pulse chain a big shout out on Crypto Banner's channel. Next thing you know, next day we're up 20%. Like, come on, bro. I've been telling you from the beginning. It's all about hype. Crypto's hype. It's the content creators that are gonna hype up these coins and give you the gains. But anyway, Pulse chain is the most underrated blockchain, layer one blockchain out. Like, there's no question about it. Underrated, undervalued. It's the only one that's down from when it came out. It's the only one that's down from when it came out, right? Of course, there are reasons for that, but I think that Pulse chain, being that it's a layer one blockchain, it's gonna win in the end, bro. It's gonna win in the end. And these prices right now are, people are gonna look back at these prices in Pulse chain and think, whoa, those were, ridiculously undervalued. Um, that was an undervalued layer one. And by 2026, yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be some crazy multiples in post chain. But yeah, those are my five guys. My five layer one blockchains with comfortable gains. These are keyword comfortable gains. I'm not saying you're gonna get thousands of X's here. I'm saying is that when you make those gains, those 10X's, those 20X's in the small gaming coins, in the whatever meme coins, right? You take those, you cycle those into safer plays, and the layer ones tend to be the safest plays that can still get you a 5 to 10X easy on your already 10, 20X's from the lower market cap coins, right? So yeah, man, teaching you how to get 100X's without holding one coin for the whole entire cycle. And this is a way easier way to get hundreds and hundreds of X's in this market if you understand how to make money in crypto. Anyway, guys, it's crypto faceless. I remain faceless. I remain nameless. I'm out, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. I'm out.